Hello and welcome to Craft Time with Pastor Nissa. Today we are going to make a little Lenten Pocket Devotional. It's going to be so much fun. You need a few things. You're going to need a piece of paper like this that you can get from the church, a piece of paper like this that you can get from the church, a pair of scissors, a regular stapler, and if you're feeling extra crafty, markers or crayons or something for coloring said things. So, the first step that you're going to do is you're going to take the paper that's got these words on this side and these words on this side, and you're going to fold this side on, you see the little dotted line? You're just going to fold it on that dotted line. There we go. So now it's like this. You can read all the words on the same side. So you're going to take your handy stapler and you're going to reach it across onto this line and staple. I'm feeling fancy today, so I'm going to put 2 staples on each line. You can do 1 if you want. You can do 2 if you want. Heck, if you're feeling extra fancy and you want to do 3 staples, go for it. So we're going to put staples on both of those lines here, and then we're also going to staple the edges. So we're just stapling this to make a few little pockets for our pocket devotional. Pretty fancy. All right, so now we've got our pockets. So there's 3 little pockets where we will slide our pieces of 3 little pockets here. And then, like I said, if you're feeling extra fancy and you want to color it, feel free, not required. None of this is required. So now we're going to turn to our other piece of paper. If you're printing this at home, you can use whatever color you want. I picked purple here because purple is the liturgical color of Lent. So we have 3 categories. Each column is a separate category that's going to go in a separate one of your pockets. So I recommend cutting it into the columns first. So cut out the columns and then you will cut out each individual slip. So I cut out the praying pocket column. So those items will go here into this pocket that says pray. So now I'm just going to cut across each line. So here's a slip. Here's a slip. So you're going to just cut across each set, each line here. We're kind of going in a pile. So then we're going to have all of these prayer items in that prayer pocket. Some of them are fill in the blank, make your own. You know, you'll put in, here's the whatever thing that you want to pray for. So you'll do that. The top line that says for praying pocket, you don't need to put that in the pocket. That's just a note for you so that you know where they're supposed to go. So that piece you can put to the side. So I'm going to take all of my slips I just cut out, all of these prayer slips. Now here's where it gets, this is the most complicated part of this craft here. You're going to take the prayer slips and put them in the prayer pocket. Wow. Okay, look at that. We're making progress. All right. Now we're just going to do the same thing for the giving pocket and the fasting pocket. And while I cut those out, I'm going to tell you about what you can do with these. You can keep this somewhere in your house. And then each day during Lent, you can just pick one of the slips. It'll be, you can pick them in whatever order you want. You don't have to do any particular order. If you are having a day that you're feeling particularly giving, you can maybe want to do one from the give pocket. It doesn't matter. So you'll just pick one per day. And then try to do that thing or pray for that thing or see what God might be calling you to do for that thing for that day. So use it as a way to connect with God, connect with your faith as you go through the season of Lent. So there are 40 days in Lent, although that does not include the Sundays, it just doesn't. So there are more than 40 of these little pieces of paper. So if you're the kind of person you're like, I would like to draw it, and then I liked that one and I want to put it back in the pocket, go for it. you have the freedom to do that. Nobody is going to show up to your house and tell you, hey, I saw you put that back in. You can't do it twice in a row. Our faith is a practice. It's not something that needs to be perfect. And so we invite you to use this as a way to practice that faith. We'll note to you that some of the items in the pockets here, like this one, has 2 lines of text. This one only has 1 line of text. So try not to cut in the middle of the 2 lines of text. So I've got these ready to go. So my last part here, I've got all of the slips for the give pocket, and I'm going to put them right here in the give pocket. So there you go. That was it. We have our devotional, so you can tape that somewhere, put it on a bulletin board, put it on your fridge, by your door that you go in and out every day. You could keep it in the front seat of your car, wherever it is that you're going to see it, and can draw one of those slips each day and go, or one of them. Pray for someone who is sick. Pray for fill in the blank. And then when you're done with them, like we talked about, if you want to put it back in or you want to keep it somewhere else as a reminder of what you've prayed for and what you've been engaged in throughout the season of Lent, there you go. So thank you for attending Craft Time with Pastor Nissa.